Hey YouTube, how's it going? Mark here with my top 20 list for niche fall 2011. I'm excited. I'm definitely excited. These are the ones that I'm absolutely excited about putting on my skin. Finally, summer's over and fall, the leaves are finally starting to fall in Canada and it's starting to get cooler. And this is where I get to use my bad boys, my really interesting darker fragrances for fall. My absolute dark fragrances are for winter, but some of these guys do get fall and winter use. But definitely my dark fragrances are going to be just set for winter. But these guys, what I look for in a fall fragrance, well, I look for gourmands. I really like incense. I like woods. I really like cinnamon, tea-like fragrances. You're going to see a lot of vetiver-based fragrances. You're going to see a lot of vanilla-based fragrances. I like sweetness. I like smokiness in the fall. That's what it reminds me of. So last year we had a top 10 niche fragrance for fall for 2010. Definitely check out that video if you didn't. But this year we're doubling it up, top 20. So let's get it started. Number 20. Number 20 basically definitely reminds me of fall. It's from CB I Hate Perfume, and this one is called Burning Leaves. Now, Burning Leaves says it in the name, guys. It's actually a really simple scent. A really simple scent. There's really not much going on with this one when I wear it. It's very simple. It just smells like smoke of burning leaves. If you've ever raked up a bunch of leaves and set them on fire, you know what I'm talking about. Maybe like a bonfire would be the closest thing to this. It's smoky and it's great to wear when it's wet outside. I definitely felt like when the leaves are on the ground and it just rained, I go outside and I'm wearing this. It's absolutely gorgeous. At number 20, Burning Leaves by CB I Hate Perfume. Let's go to number 19 now. Number 19 is from the house of Hermes. Now, Hermes, of course, not a niche fragrance house, but they do have a higher class exclusive line, the Hermes Essence line. And then this is from that line. This is Ambre Narguilé. And you can't really see. This is a little 15 milliliter. I'm going to get a big bottle, definitely. Once this one's over, I still got lots left. Lots. But just the smell of this, very nice. And it's not really a complex scent. It just smells of amber with a honeyed incense, a cinnamon gourmand fragrance. A lot of people say that this smells like a warm apple pie. Yeah, definitely. It really does remind me of like a baked good. Amnanguillet, Jean-Claude Elena doing a gourmand. Very nice at number 19. Number 18, let's go to the house of Comme des Garçons. Now, Comme des Garçons doesn't really make my top 10 list that much. I think this is the first one to show up in one of them. Not saying that they, or no, I think Avignon made a list, so I'm wrong. But this one is Comme des Garçons 2 Man. Now, don't get this confused with Comme des Garçons 2, which is the unisex fragrance. This one, clearly the man. And this is Gucci pour Homme 1 if you enjoy that one and you love that one. This is, I think, a much better version of it. Basically, woods and incense in a bottle. Nicely done by Comme des Garçons. I really think that they deserve a little more praise in my top 10 list. So there's going to be a little more Comme des Garçons coming out. All right, let's go to number 17 now. Number 17 is from a house that I absolutely adore, James Healy and the Healy brand. And this is Cuir Plein Fleur at number 17. And this is, of course, a leather-based fragrance from Healy. Suede-like almost. This one doesn't really shout, but is definitely rich and refined and a great leather-based fragrance for anybody out there at number 17. At number 16, this is one of many bottles in this top 20 list from the house of Serge Lutens, and this is 5 o'clock au gingembre. And this is ginger meets tea and cinnamon. It kind of reminds me of Tea for Two, close, maybe thicker and darker. It's very much calming. It's not loud at all. It's very well done, well blended by Stealth Lieutenant, and I really like this one. 5 o'clock with Jean, but I really, really enjoy that one at number 16. Number 15 is a boozy fragrance. Boozy. This one is from the House of Lubin, which is called Idole. Now this bottle, yeah, crazy bottle. Very boozy. I believe the boozy note in here is rum. Might be wrong. It's got spice. It's very dark and it's very much warming. Any boozy notes in the fall works very, very well to warm you up. And Idole is perfect for that at number 15. Now let's go back to the gourmand side of things. This is actually from the House of Bond number 9. They're not doing very well in the fall countdown. Neither is Creed. Actually, there is no Creeds in this top 20 countdown. But there is one Bond, and this is one of my favorites from Bond number 9. This is actually New Harlem. I went with the gourmand one. Last year, this one made at number 9 on last year's list. Slipped a little bit at number 14. This one has a mochaccino vibe. If you probably heard me say this a gazillion times about this. This is a refined version of Rocha Man. It lasts and lasts on my skin. That's one thing I got to give it to it. And not only that, but it's very sweet, but very much a gourmandish caramel mochaccino vibe. Very, very nice by Bond number 9. And that's a Maurice Roussel creation. Very, very nicely done. At number 13, this is actually a fragrance that made it last year at number 4. So it dropped down quite a bit. Still one of my favorites though. And this is L'Artisan's Tea for Two. Tea for Two, you've heard me say it quite a bit about Tea for Two. I really want to actually do a full review on this guy. This is a tea-like experience with a hit of cinnamon. Good mix of spice in here. I often refer this as the better version of Gucci Puram 2 that actually lasts. It's a little darker, a little thicker than that. And it's got a lot more going on than Gucci Puram 2. I really, really enjoy this one. Definitely check that out. If you're into tea-based fragrances, that's the one. It's the one for me. At number 12 is from the House of Chanel. Now you're like, Chanel? That's a designer brand. Well, this is from their exclusive line also, just like Hermes. And this is actually Sycamore. This huge bottle of Sycamore. I've been using it. You can't say I haven't been using it. I've been trying. Sycamore really reminds me of Encre Noire. A lot of people will say that. It really reminds them of Encre Noire. When I first purchased this, I was kind of disappointed in it. I was like, oh, I got Encre Noire. It does the exact same thing. But I do see that this fragrance, also vetiver based, has a good dose of smokiness in it. But it also morphs a little more than Encre Noire, and I definitely can't wait to review that. Definitely worth the price, actually. A good one by Chanel. Now, number 11, which is going to finish off the bottom half of my list, which is from the House of Montal. And this is actually their gourmand, which is called Chocolate Greedy. Chocolate Greedy. Coffee, chocolate, vanilla, a little bit of orange in there. It does smell like a cheapie, which is called Choco Lovers, which I do have a bottle of. They're about 20 bucks. But I really think that this one gives you a lot more than what Choco Lovers gives you. If you don't mind spending the money, this is a beautiful gourmand for chocolate lovers out there. Definitely go check it out. It kind of reminds me of a powdered hot chocolate feel. Very, very nice by Montal, and I think this is actually one of my favorites for this coming fall. I'm definitely going to be wearing a lot of this. All right, my top 10. Now, my top 10 actually really looks similar of last year's list. Fall and winter, it's going to be hard to crack this top 10. I'm telling you right now, these guys are usually solid in here. You're going to see these year after year after year. There's not much change, and I will tell you which place it got in last year and which place it is, of course, this year. So, at number 10, it was actually number 7 last year in the list, and this is from the House of Tom Ford, and this is Tobacco Vanille. Now, Tobacco Vanille is the one that I would recommend. If you're interested in the Tom Ford line, this is the first one you should sniff. Vanilla-based fragrance with tobacco, obviously. It's really dark, and this thing lasts and lasts and lasts on your skin. You're not wasting your money with this one. Projection, longevity, forget about it. It's got some sweetness, but it does also have some darkness from the tobacco. Nicely done by Tom Ford. A masterpiece in my eyes at number 10. Number 9, another Maurice Roussel favorite. This one was number 5 last year. Slips down to number 9, and this is Muscat Ravageur by Frédéric Malle. And this is, of course, a warming, musky, gourmand fragrance, perfect for a cool night. Definitely, if you're getting cozy with your woman and she loves this fragrance, you're going to get some. It's very, very nice at number 9, Muscat Ravageur. Dropping down a few spots, but still a great scent. At number 8, it's actually a newbie in this top 10 list. Way to go, buddy. You must have been good. At number 8, it's from the House of Amouage. They have 2 bottles in this top 10. I absolutely love this brand. And this is Memoir Man, the black bottle. Oh, beautiful bottle, by the way. This one, wow. This one is beautiful. A dark incense-based fragrance with a lot of woods in here. Very smoky, very dark. Definitely kind of like Comme des Garçons 2, Man, but on another level. Memoir Man, absolutely gorgeous. I do not regret. I blind bought that and I do not regret it at all. Memoir Man, number 8, should have been higher. Should have been higher. Oh well. Number 7. Number 7. Last year's number 3 actually. So it dropped down a few spots, and this is by Kilian's Back to Black. Now, absolutely, really adore this fragrance. It does give me kind of different heads, and this is one that I'm trying to wrap my nose around it still. Black to Black gives me like a powdery, there's some sweetness in here, there's some tobacco in here. It's very versatile. I can wear it almost day, night, and it's very, very well done. And I'm really enjoying this one. It's highly complex by Kilian. I really, really enjoy that one. Back to Black, number 7 this year. Number 6 was actually number 8 last year. Good for you. You went up. And this is from the House of Guerlain. Again, Guerlain, not really a niche house, but these are exclusive, so we'll give them the pass. And this is at number 6, Spiritueuse Double Vanille. The best vanilla-based fragrance of all time. I've said it enough. There's some woods in here. Vanilla, almost boozy-like, very warm, very sweet. But that's what I want in the fall. Definitely Guerlain gets my money right here. Very warm and sweet. At number 6. Let's get to the top 5. Now this group is a special group. These guys, I absolutely like. I don't think I can go without these 5 for winter and fall. They go both sides. All of them. Yeah, definitely. They are my cold weather warriors. If you gotta find a new niche fragrance for fall and winter, listen. Number 5. Number 5 actually didn't make the list last year. I don't know if I did have this bottle or not. I might. I don't think I did. But at number 5, it's another Guerlain. This is Tonka Imperial. And I've used quite a bit, as you can see. Woo. Tonka Imperial, one of my favorites actually right now. Definitely great for fall. Of course, there's a huge dose of tonka bean in here. That's the star in this one. But you get some sweetness. You also get like almost a honey-like sweetness with a bit of tobacco. Beautiful gourmand feeling. And I really like the note of honey this fall. I want my sweetness from like a honeyed sweetness. Very, very nice. And there's a lot of these fragrances that are giving me that honeyed sweetness. And this is one of them. This next one also has a honeyed sweetness in it. At number 4, this is from the House of Serge Lutens, which is actually my number 1 last year. Fell a couple spots. Chergui, a beautiful fragrance, and it's a dry hay-like note with a honeyed sweetness. I really like that type of combo. You know, you got like the dryness, the woods, or incense with almost like a sweet honeyed feel. Very dark. Very powerful fragrances. These things project and they last, and they're very, very well done. Chergui, another great one. Number 1 last year, number 4 this year. So we got a new number 1. Let's take a look at my top 3. My top 3. Number 3. Number 3 was number 2 last year. So that one dropped a spot also. This is Andy Tower. Andy Tower does great fragrances. Shout out to Mr. Tower. Amazing fragrances. This is one of his best. It's probably his best seller. L'Air du Désert Marocain. Great fall fragrance. I think this is the best season for this guy right here. A great buy for the niche price. These are I'm not saying cheap, but for niche pricing, this is very good. Very dry, smoky, complex, well blended. Andy Tower, you did a great job with this one, buddy. You did a good one at number 3. Number 2, last year was actually number 6, so it squeaked in at my top 3. And this one, I absolutely love. Every time, this was one of my first Amouage fragrances that I purchased, and every time I look at this bottle, I am saddened that I got the small one. This is Jubilation 25, Jubilation 25, and this thing is crazy. Fall and winter, this thing is awesome. You got some woods, you got some spice, you got some berry, very dark, complex, rich. When I wear this, give me a crown with purple velvet, because right now I feel like a king. This stuff just really screams royalty. I'm telling you. I feel like a... Oh yeah, this is absolutely gorgeous. Definitely highly recommended for me. Jubilation 25, worth every little brown cent. Number 1. Number 1 is a newbie on this list. This guy's one of my newest fragrances. This is an amazing fragrance. This one is a jewel. Just because it's so exotic and hard to find, I think it makes it even better. This is my number 1 fall fragrance for 2011. Black Afghano. Yes, Black Afghano. This little guy right here. This is a little bit of juice. This is 30 mils. It's not a lot of juice, guys. Little black juice. This is supposed to smell like weed. Yes, you heard me right. Does it smell like weed? No, it's more like incense, woods, spice. It's addicting. It is like a drug. They might have put some weed in here. Definitely Black Afghano, number 1, rounding out my top 20 for fall niche 2011. These are the cream of the crop from my personal collection. Guys, hopefully you enjoyed my niche collection. And yes, my designer heads, I haven't forgot about you. Designer top 20 coming up hopefully next week. Thank you, YouTube.